Hello everyone and welcome to Malix Plays. Today we'll be enjoying a game that I really hadn't planned on playing, seeing how it's fairly new, and I know there's a lot of videos out there for it, but I figured, what the heck, I had the bug to play it again, and I might as well make a new experience of it and share it with you. Today we are playing Elder Scrolls Skyrim, and pretty much I've never played as an orc in the game, and I feel it's time to now. So I'm just kind of showing off the mutton chops and the dreadlocks of my very scary looking orc. I didn't fiddle a lot with the face too much. Maybe I'll fix the eyes. See if I can find something nice and creepy. I just like the idea of this, I skipped, obviously, I'm kind of babbling a little bit. Let's go back a little bit. I skipped most of the, obviously the video. I wish everyone could skip the video. As a tip, guys and girls, if you haven't figured it out, most of the time if you don't delete your saves, you'll have one save that takes you right to the point where you can get into character creation. So if you play this game a lot and you want to just kind of get past that long opening scene, creepy, but not in the way I like. Alright, well, those are good. Small, deep, beady eyes. Now, that looks pretty good. It's nice, creepy looking orc. So we're going to give him, it says, name your character. Nope, stop doing that. I don't know if that showed up on there, but I opened my Steam account apparently. Okay, well, we're going to name him Gary. Gary the orc. Alright, so we're just going to kind of ignore this guy, and most people know how this starts. This is mostly going to be kind of a backstory episode, and then we're going to start with the, also explain some of the rules for this game, because I set rules to make the game's playthrough a little bit different. For this one, we're going to do, no, I don't want to go over there. We're going to start with Gary the Orc. Gary the Orc, well, he wasn't always named Gary. His name was or however you would pronounce it in Orcish. And he decided one day that he didn't want to serve a douchebag kind of orc leader, and he left his stronghold. And he left fairly young, and he went out to make his business as a blacksmith and a kind of sellsword. But since everyone can actually they called him Gary. How I'm explaining this for Elder Scrolls when they don't probably have a name for Gary, I don't know, but his name is Gary. In any case, he was on his way to sell his wares on his way to Skyrim, and he got lost. And on the way, he ran into, of course, the scuffle between the Imperials and the Stormcloaks. And being an orc, a nice orc, but a misunderstood orc. I mean, if you saw this guy on the street, you'd probably be a little frightened of him. He decided, they decided, oh, he must be working for the Stormcloaks, despite the fact that they're a bunch of racist bastards and they would never hire orcs. And so they grabbed him and they arrested him, and now they're going to execute him for no reason other than, racial profiling, which is illegal and a crime, people. So now we are going to be executed terribly. Well, we all know that's not going to happen. The dragon's going to come down and save us all, and save Gary. Now, alright, I mentioned rules. For this, since this is a huge expansion of a game, there's a set of rules I like to have. For the most part, we're going to, because it's also going to be an edited video, there's going to be, I don't know if I'm going to edit this video or if I'm just going to, hello, dragon. I'm on the fence on the editing, because this is like, there's so much fun stuff, and who knows what's out there. But then again, this is a huge game, and one of the rules I have is not to use fast travel to any place. I can't use fast travel to get near another place. If it's unless it's a major city. If I need to go back to a major city, I can use that, and I can jump from major city to major city to get me closer, but I cannot use I can't use fast travel to get me closer Like, you know, if I have a quest in the forest and I have it unlocked, I can't, you know, like, say, you know, a wellspring I have nearby to where the forest I need to go to is. I can't use that to get there. I can go to the nearest city. Nearest city or home, because I do have Hearthfire. We'll make it a little easier. Oh, crap, dragon. So that's one of the rules. The other rule is I'm going to stick with a certain path, and I'm going to try and keep it to Orc lore, which is, you know, I might pick up magic, but for the most part, I'm going to start as a warrior, and I've forgotten how to jump. Okay, so I'm going to start as an Orc warrior, and I'm going to stick to that warrior path, and basically I'm going to do the journey as you would a normal, like a basically explorer. Alright. Yeah, it's just a dragon. And I think if I do this fast enough, I'm just going to kind of zoom through the tutorial level. Oh, nope, that's not how you zoom. Okay. So that's one of the rules. The other, like I said, magic, I'm going to focus mostly on swords play. And I'm not sure, I've forgotten, honestly, which add-ons I have on here. Most of them are cosmetic. I think I did notice that I have some skimpy armor mods for the women. Don't judge too hard on that one, folks. It's mostly because I got so sick of seeing the same armor over and over and over again. I wanted some variety, and so I picked one of the more popular mods, and I didn't realize what it was when I loaded it. And now I know. So, okay. Alright, back to the rules. Like, this is one that I'm a little firm set, because I want to do everything. Of course, everyone wants to do everything. You want to be an assassin. You want to be a thief. You want to have all those abilities. But for right now, I'm going to focus on warrior skills. Like, the thief skill might send me an invitation, but I'm not going to be, learning to pickpocket or anything until later on in the game. Now, that gets back to another point of... there we go. Alright, and we're going to try and make these character decisions. So, obviously, someone tries to chop your head off, you're not going to, you're not going to stick with them. So, right now, Gary has decided to follow the Stormcloaks, because really, you're going to stick around the guys who just try to chop your head off for being an orc? Yeah, I don't think so. But, so basically we're going to make everything a character decision. So, if comes a point where Gary decides that he wants to learn magic, he'll learn magic. Because right now, it's like right now, he's lost everything. He lost his, business, and he's really just pissed at these guys. I mean, look at these guys. They just decided to, try and kill him. And a dragon's attacking, and then rather than working together as a team, he's like, hey guys, let's be buddies. Let's be pals. They don't want to do that. They want to be like, you know what? Screw you, Gary. We don't like you. I don't know why we don't like you, but we don't like you. So I'm going to steal their armor. And actually, I look pretty boss. Hold on, how do I... It's been a while, let me see. Oh, yeah. That looks pretty good. And Gary's used to heavy armor, and he likes heavy armor, so he's going to keep heavy armor. It's been a while. So I'm going to be a little rusty with my work, but... Gary likes hammers. He likes two-handed hammers. And right now, he doesn't have that option. So right now, he's going to stick with the war axe. So he's going to basically try and set up shop in Skyrim. He's going to start his own business, or at least use his craft to get revenge. So, yeah, oh my. Lots of big things happening here for Gary. And more of these bastards. Let's just kill you! Is that what you really want to say to me? Yeah! What you get for messing with Gary. And... you know what? I'm gonna leave you naked. That's what Gary wants. He doesn't want the guys naked. He just wants, you know... he just is just... you know, I'm a badass. You guys, you know... your body... you have no honor. So I'm gonna leave you naked on the floor. And... that's how you're gonna... that's how people are gonna find you. Stripped down. I'm gonna take your armor and sell it. Because I don't like you. Alright. Okay, now. Alright. Oof. Alright. Dragonborn. Gary doesn't need to read that. Gary does know how to read, I've decided. Because, well, I'd like to think that you'd have to be able to read to have your own blacksmithing business. Gotta decide where he had it. I guess he was in Cyrodiil. Maybe he's a traveling blacksmith.
It's locked. See if you can get it though.
And he's had a shady past, because, well, he's picking locks. Why would Gary know how to pick locks? Well, he's a blacksmith. Maybe he actually did blacksmithing and lockpicking, or locksmithing. He was a lockpit blacksmith. And I'm gonna just take those, sir. I'm sorry you died terribly, but those look valuable, and I have a long journey ahead of me. I know there's not anything in there, but since he's already a blacksmith, and you know, practice makes perfect, you might as well enjoy this. And let's see what we got in here. Now, how much weight am I carrying? Auto-saving. It's just good. I love auto-saving. I actually made sure this would auto-save every 5 minutes, and because I constantly check my bags. So, so 237 out of 300 pounds. And, oh, I forgot I had that mod. So that I don't constantly just pick up the same books over and over again. Ooh, mace. Gary likes maces. I know I said warhammers, but mace is fine. So he's going to trade out. And while he can't have his two-handed, I think he'd be okay with having double maces. Double the pleasure, double the fun. Okay, well, so Gary, the blacksmith, locksmith, who can read. I don't know why I have to say that an orc can read. It just seems so wrong of me to say that. Alright, so he's pretty excited now. He's, you know, he's hopefully going to escape. He's checking all these cells. I mean, this guy's... and he's, you know, he's practicing up just in case he needs it again later. So, Gary. And I actually enjoy this. I might start acting like Gary. I am Gary. Anyone who makes fun of my name will be smashed in the face with my mace. Nah. Terrible, terrible orc voice. Alright, so continuing on. I don't know. I really maybe should look at some data on orcs. Make sure I'm not going anywhere too wrong with this. Okay, well, let's continue on. We're having that many Stormcloaks when I usually play. Either I've done very well, or I'm doing very bad. Alright, and, oh, spells. So, Gary already knows magic. Well, flames make sense. I mean, if you're a traveling blacksmith, you'd have to have learned just a little bit of magic. Because, I mean, think about it. you know, it would take forever to start a fire. Tinder would be something extra you'd have to carry. You can always lose it. And as a blacksmith, locksmith, knowing how to make fire is good. So he knows how to do magic. I'm just trying to justify things so I could just burn, like, just be a little pyromaniac. I swear. Alright, first things first. We're going to favorite these. There we go. That way, I can come back to it later, and I'm going to favorite destruction magic, fire. So he knows how to do fire magic, and he kind of prefers it, because it's a job description thing. And right now, Gary really doesn't like these guys. Ooh, he doesn't like roll-up either, apparently. Loot the corpse. And he just wants his revenge. Alright. That's enough of that. You gotta... Instinct is to learn to jump again. So... Mostly because I've forgotten how to work my controller. As silly as that sounds. Alright, so I've got a bow. Gary prefers a hand-on approach. Yeah, like that. Gary wears the body armor of the dead. And he takes your arrows and leaves your corpse. And just because I'm getting low, I'm not going to completely strip him. Because I've never played. Let's get magic. No, not restoration. Powers. Berserker. No. Yeah. Well, that works. I'm going to favor it too, so that when I use it, I can go through. So Gary, on an adventure. Oh, dragon. Gary does not fear dragons. Alright. Good. If you think this is bad, it could have been worse. I could have picked Argonians. Oh no, Khajiit. Because then I'd probably have the tendency to be a cat. Okay, so Gary's journey through the waters. Gary does not like water. He's already taken his bath this month. Alright, I'm being terrible. Alright, so Gary's on his adventure. Through the woods, caves, spiders. Gary knows how to handle spiders. He smashes spiders. Oh, hell yes. Who else wants some? That's a once-a-day spell, isn't it? Damn. But that was awesome. Gary likes this. Oh! Gary will teach that spider who's boss. Now. Now, Gary still, he didn't like his stronghold tribal leader. And as terrible as I am, you know, at this lore-friendly world being terribly un-lore-friendly, Gary basically still has honor. He follows code of rules. While he would never use poison, prefers a hands-on approach, which makes this next part really suck. Sneaking is not for orcs. Which means bear. I fight bear with bare fists of baseness. I take your pelt and claws. And now I continue on. This bear had many foes. I have gained myself honor by killing them. I don't know. Oh, I don't want to give him a British accent. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, well, Gary's gotten his way out. So, Gary the Orc, mighty man that he is, has journeyed out into the world. He's going to need armor. He's going to need lots of armor. that dragon. He will make a fine pelt for my walls. If I had walls. I will need walls!
There he goes. Looks like he's gone for good this time.
Alright.
No way to know if anyone else made it out alive. But this place is going to be swarming with Imperials soon enough. Better clear out of here.
I look like an Imperial.
My sister, Gerda, runs the mill in Riverwood.
Ooh, sister.
I'm sure she'd help you out.
She's single?
It's probably best if we split up. But I wouldn't have made it without your help.
Alright, if you want to split up, that's fine. Okay, so, like I said, rules. Now, I could go down that way, but I'm not going to go that way. Gary wants to get as far away from here as possible. I have no excuse for that one. I'm not going to do that again. That was kind of out of character for Gary, picking flowers. He might like flowers, but he's kind of on the run. So what he's going to do is he's going to run the heck away, and he knows kind of a little bit about Skyrim. I don't know how to justify the little mini-map thing, but I'm going to come over here. And Gary's just... Gary is strong. He makes his way to the Guardian Stones. What are these? Do I put my hand through here? That's not right. That looks like me. I'm not waiting on him. Well, yeah. He's small and puny. I must protect him. I have questions. Hey, get back here.
We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to. Damn right. You don't have to be a Nord to fight for Skyrim's freedom. You should
Makes a
come
good point.
to Windhelm with me and join the fight to free Skyrim. You've seen the truth.
Kind of want to give my opinion on this. I don't...
If anyone will know what the coming of the dragon means, it's over.
I'll make a character decision on that one. I think most people know that Ulfric... I like this game. It's morally ambiguous. Like, I mean, they tell you there's big moral decisions. No, there's not really, because everyone's a bastard.
These are the guardians.
Gary moment.
3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Go ahead. See for yourself.
I decide to be a warrior.
Warrior. Good. Those stars will guide you to honor and glory.
I like the sound of that. But it's just a shiny light in the sky. I am, however, capable of learning much more powerful things. Alright. Sorry, I'm getting into this way too much. Alright, well, my thought is on Ulfric Stormfall is he's a dick. He wants power for all the wrong reasons. He wants it because it's a good gig, and, you know, but the Imperials are dicks too. The Imperials lied. They're like, oh, yeah, we'll let you do the one thing you're not allowed to do if you help us fight this rebellion. And then they got in trouble for it, and they're like, well, yeah, now they've got dudes who really don't like anybody in this game. Holy crap. Gary must fight now. Put away puny human man playing games. Take this. Alright. Down, boy. What is with it Malix plays in fighting wolves all the time? And dogs. Alright, well, anyways. So, getting back to it. So it's definitely like this moral country. It's like, Imperials are douchebags. But, so is, like, I mean, everyone's wrong. Everyone's wrong for every reason. Like, every faction has their downsides. I mean, Assassin's Guild, they kill people. They kill people for money. They kill people for random reasons. But they have a bond of companionship, sort of. Those Assassin's Guild, Thieves Guild steal from people, but they generally steal from people who are rich. But they also, you know, steal from people who are told, I don't like this person. Steal from him and plant evidence on them or something. You know? And pretty much, there's just a lot of more. There's no right side, there's no wrong side in any of these fights, except for a couple of the DLC stuff. But for the most part, we are going to be over here chilling out, and I think we're going to be calling this pretty soon here. I think we're going to just hello. Yeah, I might take off this mod because I forgot how skimpy these outfits really are. So, I might take that out because, wow, this is like supposed to be really cold weather and she'd be freezing. So I think we're gonna cut out here, and this is Malix Plays playing Skyrim, and I will see y'all in the gaming universe.